Hello and welcome back to Easilife, and today we're going to be continuing with Super Mario Maker on Bullet Bill Express. Since last time I've just debugged the level, if you like. I'm just going to quickly play through it just now because this is a refresher. So obviously this first area, all I've changed here is that the middle one goes up one and it only fires out mushrooms, because obviously if it fires mushrooms and flowers you could get flower power anyway, which would be too easy. I've learned something very new which I'm not going to say yet because you'll see, because as my addition to make this level a hell of a lot easier to build. It plays a lot easier now. I find I can get through the level much more effortlessly, if you like. Well, maybe not. Okay, let's just have a little crack at that bit again. So basically, yeah, you basically somehow get up here and you go through the door, and the door takes you onto there. And then it's a simple procedure. You get over that thing, then you come here, and you got this, and then you got your star thing. And this is where we left it, basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to build another one of our trains. In fact, we'll just move the door before we do the there we can. If we're just copying across, I don't think the door comes anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, it doesn't. And at the top of this pipe here, there'll be a door. Just building this barrier up here. There'll be a door to block everything off. Obviously, this is the last challenge before the checkpoint. I'm just struggling to find my thing. Where has it gone? My door. There it is. I think I clicked on the wrong thing, but I know what I meant. And then that will take us onto our thing, if you like. And what the catch will be is, yeah, the thing will just be a bit of an ugly shape. Really, a very ugly shape. Yucky lala, right. And we'll stick that onto a conveyor belt, such that hopefully they can't see the bottom bit where the guy is running along the bottom because they've escaped the rest of the level. I found that little trick. Remember, we stuck that in there last time because this is a difficult challenge. I did say it was. I'm going to make it a difficult train challenge. So yeah, we jump on the train. So this one lost two conveyor belts, two very long conveyors. And you've got cannonballs firing out above you with cannons, basically. Cannonballs. For about here, let's say. Let's just shade all that in, there we go. I know you wouldn't be able to see that because it's probably not in head height, so there we go. Is that head height? No, you still can't see it. We'll just move that down a little bit then. Oops. There we go. And we'll have another one at the beginning. Like that. There we go. And we'll see how this challenge maps out. And then at the end, the train kind of plops itself off, if you like. Then you have to just reach out and jump to the platform where you'll be rewarded with a checkpoint. As for this little bit, we'll just have a few of the old. I'm not sure where Lakitu's gone. I've reached my enemy limit apparently. Alright, that might building this level a little bit harder. I think what we'll do is we'll remove some munchers from here. The thing is, this level relies on being able to use enemies more so than any other levels. The munchers don't really need to be here. What else? Suppose we don't need these munchers at all, to be fair. You can go. Oops. No, you can come back. Keep those first set of munchers just because we don't know what will happen. We spent a lot of time building that bit of the level. Yeah. And then we'll just have some donuts to help us get across here. Let's keep it consistent. And then we'll have a bouncer at the end. Just to hop back up to the thing. Where's the bouncer? Oh yeah, it's a saw blade, isn't it? You have to shake it to make it a bouncer. That should be easy enough. Let's just test this bit out, just to make sure the physics works. I mean, obviously it's pretty... The challenge is obviously a very dead easy one once the star's been found. Well, I think it works. Let's just try that out again, because you never know with these Mario levels. They are a bit savage, right? Yeah, like a piece of lemon. That is lemon squeezy, as they say. We'll build this up. What we're going to do is we'll just take a little bit off, just to save those blocks. And bring it down a layer, maybe to make the jumps a little easier. And then we'll, yeah, give the player a lovely little checkpoint to reward them for all their hard work of reaching this point of the level. And then, yep, they can have some rewards in reaching the checkpoint. They deserve some special rewards. I'll give them a leaf come mushroom. I think a leaf would be the most useful in this level, I've come to realise. So wherever I've used flower come mushroom, I think it was only this once, I'll change it to a leaf come mushroom. Because I think a leaf's going to help you against the enemies, because the enemies generally are coming from the same level, they're not below you. Obviously it's much harder to kill an enemy if they're above you than if they're below you. So right, with that all done, we're now going to build up a massive barricade of the level. Here. We could do a little jump just for the fun of it. And then take the player through to their just give them a death pit there so that they can't manage to fly under if they're really good with the leaf, or if that's even possible. I don't know. I'm not particularly good with the leaf myself, but it's not a requirement to be able to use for this level. It probably just makes the level a bit easier to do. So yeah, that's probably helpful. We'll have a door obviously on the other side, not on the other side, we'll have it on the actual platform itself, which we're going to copy and paste across. Copy, cut and paste, and this will be the last train. The rest of the level will take place on this one train. And it will take place on a track. However that's going to be, we're probably going to snake it up and down and all that. We'll create something fun with the track, but we'll just have to see how that works out, pans out first. So, what am I doing? So what we're first going to do is we're going to make it so the lift, what's it called? No, I'm just going to, yeah, why not just press save? Just because I like to do that regularly. And we'll put these on some blocks. How many lifts are there? 7, so... now that's a problem. Do these slot into place? Does this slot onto the platform when it falls? I know the blocks don't move, do they? How stupid am I? How about it like this? So you enter by going onto a lift. You go into there, and then you're on this lift for the rest of the level basically. And then the level does all kind of cool stuff, it winds you around and everything. So this is kind of going to be the basis for the rest of the level. So, let's think of challenge number 6. Now I want us to drop down to the difficulty of about challenge level number 2 or 3, simply because this bit's probably going to be played the most through the whole level. It generally is in Mario levels. The bit after a checkpoint is the most repetitive. So we want to make this easy so that it doesn't frustrate the player. So maybe we won't have too much of a fun section, but what could be a fun little challenge? Let's look at our palette. What kind of is the personality of this level, if you like? Well, it's a train ride. What do you get on trains? What would you find on a train? You could say that this is like a steam train, but not really. You don't get jet blades, so I wouldn't say that. That's a particularly clever idea. Ice. No, that's just the most stupid thing I've ever said. Ignore that. Should we introduce an element or should we build on one? I think we'll introduce an element, and I want it to be saw blades. Shape those back into saw blades. Can you not build diagonal ones? Yeah, you can. And you can shake them, I think. Yeah, you can. There we go. That's a little track for the saw blade that I'm building here. There we go. Kind of just introduce the player to the concept of using saw blades, but kind of just have a nice easy challenge as they enter this section. And then I think we'll swerve around all of this. So we kind of shadow the saw blades for a bit. And obviously the bumpers help, obviously the track helps as well, the shape of the track. Just going to check this out, just to make sure the saw blades are actually a threat. Obviously if they weren't a threat of any kind, the level would be too easy. Yeah, they're a threat, they're a big enough threat to make it fun enough. I think we can go this way. And we'll shape that so it goes diagonally. So we can kind of snake around this section. Then go up. Maybe we'll have some cannonballs being fired at you. Or some saw blades moving across of some fashion. No, but then the lifts are going to be separated into 2 layers. How's this going to work? The middle one's going to disappear. You're kind of going to end up with a new lift platform entirely. Yeah, it don't really work that well. How about doing it like this? Well, no, then you could just kind of hibernate in the middle section, so that's kind of stupid as well. Hibernate? I don't even know what. I know what I meant. Kind of just take a back seat in the middle section. So I'm not really sure how you'd do this, how you'd go about making this level actually. The blocks work. I mean, I've given it a try, but we could always try again, innit? Obviously we're trying to move everything in one direction, so... Oh well, everything actually sits on the block, so it's all... Well, it looked all good then. We'll just see how everything pans out in a sec. when it all moves across. That'll be the real test of how everything is. So yeah, basically the level's quite a difficult one yet. Just got to work out how it will go, basically. I'm not really sure on how we should make this. So yeah, basically that's yeah, it's fine. So I'm not entirely sure what to do now. I think, yeah, there we go. I think I've sussed something out. There we go, that works. Let's just see how this works. Does it fall? It does. Oh, it doesn't fall. But let's see if it falls when it goes on the thing. I'm sure it will because, well, even the lifts weren't strong enough. Having said that, that looked alright before I died up to the saw blade. So, not really 100% sure. Oh, that's horrendous. No. It's better off with the other way. I'll just work something out. Like, with the lifts. It might be an easier way to kind of handle the level, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. We both need to go in the same direction for a start. Oh, where's the lift? Where's the door gone? Pull my door out again. Oh, then that becomes the lift. That's quite cool. So let's just see how the lift changes as the level progresses. Maybe the lift shape changes and we'll kind of just let it change. And that'd be quite cool. And maybe that could be a fun challenge in itself to try and handle how the lift changes. And it certainly makes the level look a hell of a lot cooler. So I'm certainly up for doing it if it works. Didn't intend for that to happen. I think we'll have some cannonballs being fired at you here. There's the cannons. They're there. Obviously we got our enemy limit, so we just want to be wary of that. There's a block limit too, so I'll just be conscious. Just make sure I'm conscious about all of that. Obviously I've got a right to take a leaf, but well, certainly take a mushroom, because why not? Okay, we can't afford to die like that. That'd just be a bit stupid. That's just that'll be the player's error, because I've proved that it's possible to get around this bit. Stay on this lift and you'll be fine. That lift will kind of just join on now. Yeah, and then we'll have the track continuing on towards the 8th challenge of the level. Boy, we're getting through this. And maybe we drop down onto a lower platform down here, because this is open. We'll just see how that pans out. And whilst they're dropping, like, you're kind of putting a threat to them. That could be challenge number 8. Oops, we don't want to get squished like a grape. I don't believe we just knocked that thing upwards. That's just awesome. Now obviously that level can continue out there. And obviously you've got your challenge of the cannonballs from one direction. So maybe that's, well, could be a bit repetitive. So we'll just have some saw blades acting as posing as like a threat, if in a way. Well, we just have one down the straight. We just have one straight down the centre. Track behind it, and we'll lob that onto the track and just see how that works. that can be challenge number 8, quite a simple one, before the main challenge of the level, if you dare to avoid it, challenge number 9. Just like challenge number 5, it's avoidable. Oh yeah, I need to go and put 2 further red coins in the level, but it shouldn't take me a massive amount of time to find a good location for those. It works if you're big enough, if you're skilled enough. That I'm content that works. Oh, what's that track? I'll just delete that later on if we don't need it. And then the 9th challenge, well, perhaps for the 9th challenge you drop down again. But if you're daring enough, you could make a jump, you could make a leap of faith out to here. That would be quite cool. And then you could kind of just take a skipping and find the last star coin, well, the last red coin I should say, because that's what they're really called, not star coins. And then we come back in the time for the 10th level challenge, which should be pretty easy. So let's just see how this will map out. Yada yada yada, this is pretty easy. Jump over the saw blade. Knock that up. Die to the bullet. Now just be a bit conscious that you're hitting. All I say is that that's way too easy. I've got to make it more of a risk to get to there. So, in fact, you know what, we can delete that obviously. And then and continue building track along. Maybe we'll have a not horrible little wavy well. Not horrible, but well, we don't need it up there. I think we can afford to have it here. And we can have a nasty little wavy section. So maybe down to here. And then back up again. Oh yeah, forgot to make it diagonal. I was wondering why things weren't changing. Oops. And that can go there. There we go. That's good. And then the real challenge. The hardcore bit of the level. The level's most brutal challenge is in your face. Trying to do a diagonal one. Tap me squirt. No, I just can't do it for love nor money. There we go. Did it. And there we go. Kind of make it look more intimidated with the saw blades jumping up in the air. Like I won't actually bother bringing the level out to here, but I'll just show you what happens to the saw blades. Woo! They're like swinging saw blades. In fact, just before the hardest part of the level, I think it would be fair to in some way reward them with a mushroom. So maybe there's a chance for them to get onto this platform. To take them into a reward room. take them into a little safety room before returning to the real danger of the level, where they can have a nice healthy mushroom. And now we'll just see how this level pans out, because it could be a bit more confusing now at this stage. You know that point in sometimes you get that feeling you've done something when you haven't quite finished, but you feel like there's no way you're going to screw it up at that point. This is how I feel now. I've done the level. The last challenge is just going to be a fun, easy one to make. It won't be anything too dangerous. And then we can go down there, nice and simple, because everything will respawn afterwards. Oh no, it won't respawn, will it? That's something I never thought of. You know what, scrap all of that then. Why, sorry. Maybe if the player's daring enough, they can jump over here. And then they're on to the last little bit, where they just got to avoid a few dainty cannonballs. Okay, that's it. We've run out of enemies. We've reached our enemy limit for good. We haven't reached our block limit yet. And then there will be the exit pipe. And you'll approach the end of the level. Then if you're here, you can just kind of have a volley through to the end of the level. We won't bother. I won't bother with making the player do the last challenge if they manage to discover the secret, because they did well. They did well to earn themselves a volley through to the end of the level. So well done to them if they didn't discover a secret. They just had the guts to take that path. So the guts to take a risk, which is kind of what Mario games are about sometimes, which is why they're so great. The second moon coin, if we're wondering, I'll place that here. And I'll place it directly on top of one of these munchers there. There we go, that'll be a fun little level. And I think, obviously we'll just finish off building it. It will take all of 2 seconds. And we'll obviously create another pipe, because obviously there were 2, weren't there? Long level actually. And this is also an exit pipe. Yep, the 2 pipes overlap. Perfection. I suppose the player could go back and get that star coin if they really desired to, but it would just be stupid. I mean, the player might not even know it, they might not care, hopefully they don't know about it. The level's made in such a way that it's a secret regardless, and you'll never find out if you didn't know. About where the last star coin is. Just fill this in, just to make the level look all lovely and neat. No point in filling all that in. That would be great, but never mind. We'll have a little run to the end of the level. No more bullet bills, we'll just have a little, we'll have that a bit higher up. And we'll kind of just do it like that. So all you have to do is make 2 last easy peasy little jumps, and there we go. You run off to the end of the level, which would be quite a fun little way to end. Or maybe instead of these instead of the blocks, you could have more interesting looking things, i.e. semi-solid platforms. There we go, that'll be a cool little way to end things up. Tie this level up and we'll save it there. And yeah, let's just have a play through it, see how we go. Right, so in 3, 2, 1, we're testing this level. Right, there we go, we got the mushroom. We'll go through the pipe, enter the underground, the bullet bill underground, not the London Underground. And yep, I'm doing this as my back is literally breaking to pieces all of a sudden. Ouch. There we go, this feels a bit better now. That was just horrendous. And that stacks up. This is actually, you could argue that this is one of the hardest bits of the level, but well, I got through it easily, so it can't be overly difficult. Now this bit's a bit nasty. It's one that you need to be able to do well. There we go, once you've handled it, it's a bit of fine work. Well, you could call it fine work, could call it good skill. This bit should be a breeze. You find your star. There we go, we got the checkpoint, we got the leaf as well. Everything's, jobs are good at the moment. We go, Big Mario, we got the leaf. What more could I want? This is perfect. Everything's going well at the moment. Just don't want to jinx anything. There we go. There we go, okay, it died to that. Still got a hit point. Okay, now no hit points. Still in luck. Okay, I think it's easy enough. That was just a slip of, that was just my error, and I know that it was my error. I don't think it would be fair for the player to do all this work and then mess up at the end, so I'm just going to make sure that they 100% pass the level. First I thought that maybe we could make them do it in the nick of time like Nintendo do sometimes, but I thought that would be a bit mean, so we give them a semi-solid platform, still make them have to jump onto the platform but not into the pipe. I mean, something could go wrong with their controls. I mean, jumping into the platform is much easier than the other things. So yeah, guys, that is the level completed. Just do a bit more graphic. Let's do a bit more aesthetic work like that. But other than that, that's kind of the level in the bag, really. Not much more else I can see needing to be done. I suppose this could all be filled in as well. No point in having a big gaping hole. Yep. There we go, that's perfect. And that is the level, guys. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button right now. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye.